So you've got a stack of old unused planners, and every time you look at them, you feel guilty for just letting them sit there and rot. But fear not, because there are tons of ways that you can reuse or repurpose your old planners so that they don't go to waste, but you don't always necessarily have to use them for their original purpose. Today I'm going to go over a few ideas for how I reuse and repurpose my planners. This is mostly going to be focused on Happy Planner because that is what I have laying around. So that is the easiest one for me to show examples of how I do it. But most of these ideas can be used for any planners that you have laying around. We're just trying to get those creative juices flowing and get some ideas of ways that you can give new life to these old planners. I will also say that I am on week 3 of being sick. It's just lingering and it won't go away. So my voice is a little raspy, and it has been so cold and dry in Michigan that my hands are also a wreck. So please don't judge them when I'm filming top down that my hands look like I've been in a fight with a bobcat. It's just the weather and it's just how things are, but I want to continue to show up for you. So here I am doing the best that I can with the energy and tools I have available to me, which is all we can ever expect of anyone. So let's dive into some ways to reuse and repurpose your planners. The easiest and most obvious way to reuse your old planners is to simply redate them. It is a chore, but it keeps you from having to buy a new one, and you can do this as often as you need to ensure that you're getting use out of your planners. You can use stickers to redate them, or you can just redate them by hand if you have the time, penmanship, and inclination. Another option would be to turn your planner into something completely different. For example, Sarah Cannon over at the Heart Breathings channel taught me how to turn a Happy Planner grid into a plotting notebook. By breaking down each column into Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3, you can hit all the main story points without having to deep plot everything in your book, but to give you like a solid overview, and the grid spaces are the perfect size for that. If you are a Gen Xer or maybe even an elder millennial, you might remember Microsoft Paint and how we used to draw weird little grids and then spend all day clicking to color in all the little boxes. And this is a great stress reliever that you can also do with your Happy Planner. Just draw a bunch of lines to make little shapes inside and then color them in when you're feeling stressed out. And it's a nice little nostalgic thing and a great way to use up some pages in some unconventional ways. Now, obviously, that's just one example of what else you could turn it into. There are endless things that you could turn them into. You could turn them into junk journals or art journals or gratitude journals. You can turn them into sticker books or collages. Like you can turn them into any kind of notebook if you have the patience and the creativity to think about them in a different way. Another thing I would challenge you to do is, because Happy Planner does come out with so many different types of planners, to get you to try to buy multiples, right? Because you need a self-care planner, and you need a workout planner, and you need a faith planner, and you need your budget planner. Try to find a way to repurpose your old planners that you didn't use into those things, because you already have the planners. You already know how to redate them. So try using older planners and turning them into specific types of planners so you don't continue to buy 3, 4, 5 planners every single year. You're using up older ones that you abandoned instead of spending more money on more things and more paper to bring into your house. These next few ideas do require a laminator. However, they are my absolute favorite ways to repurpose the guts of my old planners. Normally, when I pick out a Happy Planner, it has more to do with the dividers than it does with the actual guts of the planner. Because, at the end of the day, most Happy Planners are the same inside. It's if you want a horizontal or a vertical layout is really the only thing that are different between them. So it's all about the decoration and the style of the inserts. So what I like to do is I will take the tab pages and cut them down and then laminate them and turn them into pencil boards. So I always have the pretty designs with me, but it's a great way to reuse some stuff that would probably end up in the trash. Another option is to use scraps to make bookmarks. I like to take some of my favorite washi tapes and sample them out on like a 2-inch wide piece of either what I've cut off to make a pencil board or even just a spare piece of the planner itself. And I will just line them up into a cute little design, and then I laminate those, and it creates a beautiful bookmark, and I get to keep some of my favorite washi in a way that's going to last forever without actually hoarding complete rolls of it, and teaching myself that it's okay to use up my planner supplies, because there are ways to. Another option, if you have the Happy Planner punch or a punch that works with whatever planner you're trying to repurpose, is to take one of the weekly graphs and laminate it, and you get your own a new add-in to a new planner. So like I took this one and I can use it as a meal planner or as a workout planner with some wet erase markers, because you're not going to want to use dry erase because those are going to rub off. But with a wet erase marker and a laminator, you have your own wet erase insert that you can use for whatever you want and move from week to week. I know that was kind of a quick little rundown of ideas, but like I said, I am still battling this cold that is just lingering, and I wanted to make sure that I got a video out for you. And I also wanted to make sure that I went a little deeper into actually reusing the planners you already have, because while I think it was last week I had done a video on using up some of your stuff, I didn't show examples because I'm still not that great at top-down videos. I'm learning. It's a work in progress like everything else in my life, but I did want to be able to show you some examples and give you some ideas on ways that you can start to reuse things you already own, instead of continuing to purchase new things that, to be fair, are probably also going to get abandoned, because we like to think that a planner is going to fix our lives, and we put a lot of pressure on this little pack of paper. So while planners are incredible tools for productivity, you have to actually do the work for them to work for you. So maybe try using some of that older stuff in new ways, and that will motivate you to keep going maybe in other areas of your life where you could get a little bit more done just by changing your frame of mind. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments what your favorite tip was for ways to reuse or repurpose your planner, because I would love to know that I'm actually helping you when I film these videos. Don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. He's very worried about me, and this is my view. Every time I lay down, he climbs right on top of me, right on my lungs, just to make sure I'm okay, don't ya? Yeah, 'cause you're a sweet boy. Are you a sweet boy? Yeah.